up, everybody? We're gonna do a quick overview of what I did yesterday. I worked on this Chevelle yesterday, but I didn't vlog any of it. I started really early in the morning, ended up finishing kind of late, but I just wanted to get shit done. I didn't want to stop and have to do this. So let's look at it. So yesterday I did put on the door. Very simple. Keep in mind, when you put them on, you put on these two bolts from this end, and then that third one you have to put on when the door is open. You pretty much got that down. I don't have the door strike on, but I did put on, I got the new like bump stop things right there, and the new I don't even know what these are called, but this is where like the water drains out, and they're just like little plugs. I mean, they don't block up that hole. I guess it's just, honestly, I don't even know why I got it. Alright, also installed the hood latch, obviously the horn. This is one bolt, easy. The biggest thing I had problems with yesterday is installing this wire harness thing, whatever you guys want to call it. I also installed these, which are a pain in the ass. They're notorious for just flying off because the pressure on them, the way they held on, they're fucking terrible. So I tried to pull on it to kind of replicate the amount of pressure it's gonna come across, and it didn't fall off. This bottom one I did not tighten on. This piece right here does not go over the water pump part. I guess this piece is too wide, so what I'm gonna do is grind this down, make it a little bit larger, that way it will fit. And then this wiring in them, so this side went on perfect. Let me show you the other side. The other side is what gave me some problems. These wires, these two back wires right here are just way too tight. There's not like a lot of, obviously this moves, but right here it was just a pain in the ass. So I'm not sure what I'm gonna do with this. Maybe I got the wires on wrong, mismatched or something like that, but I'll figure that out. Today what I'm gonna focus on is, I also finished torquing down the harmonic balancer. I put on those pulleys. I do need to get bolts that just fit this, because the bolts I had on here before were bolts for the adapter and then the fan. So now that it's just this, I need to get some smaller ones. I need to get one bolt right here. As you can tell, the one I have right there hits the block, so it's not fully tight. Need to get that. I finished tightening up the torque converter bolts, and that's pretty much it. So today I want to focus on getting the lights installed. So it's gonna be a lot of cutting, so I'm gonna go grab the buckets, the ring, the fender extensions, and I think that's about it. I think I'm gonna have to cut, I have to cut the buckets, let me grab everything. I'm gonna show you guys exactly what I'm gonna do. I'm kind of winging it, so hopefully it doesn't come out too bad. Let's go grab everything. Alright, so we got everything here to mock up what the original one would look like, and then we can compare it to the new one I'm putting in, and what exactly I do need to cut. I had the fender extension sitting in the back, and I put it on the radiator support right now, and I just realized this little bracket right here is going to show, so I do need to take this off and paint it as well. So let's go ahead and put all this together. I'm pretty sure I need to cut this radiator support, the bucket. Also, I need to cut the ring because the ring doesn't fit around the new one. But I just want to see how everything goes before I start cutting everything. I did get new springs and adjuster screws, but I was missing some of the screws that you need to screw on the ring. So yeah, that's why I pulled out all the old ones. So we're gonna use the old ones for now. So let's go ahead and mock it all up together, and then find out what exactly needs to be cut, because this is a lot larger than this one. So let's throw it all together. All right, just put everything away. But so I do need to cut the bucket, the extension, and the radiator support. The ring, I do need to cut it, but the only reason why I need to cut it is because I need to make it smaller. When I put the ring on the other headlight, there's like a little bit of a gap on top. I might leave it depending on how everything sits at the end, but right now I did try to cut the bucket. My cousin did get similar headlights to me, so he bought a set of these to try to just do it one when I was gonna use a wheel, just cut all the way around, but he was like, hey, let's get this and just try to drill a perfect hole around it. I attempted to do that and it was just bouncing everywhere on the outside, so I was like, well, let me try the inside, and the inside was just kind of burning there, not really doing much. Then looked at it, and then the teeth started smoothing out, so that didn't work. So now what I'm gonna do is go buy a grinding wheel for this guy, so I could do that, the extension and the radiator support. And then my cousin got this from Harbor Freight, this little grinder, sander tool, whatever it is, to smooth out the edges. That way it doesn't look like complete shit. So right now I'm just putting everything away because I don't want to leave a mess, but I'm gonna go, and when I go out to buy the sanding wheel, I'm also gonna buy the bolts I need for the fan. 4 bolts, 4 small ones, and then a smaller bolt for this, and I think I should be good to go. So I'm trying to think if I need anything else, but I'm pretty sure that's about it. So let's go grab it. All right, we're gonna do a quick walk around my uncle's Silverado right here. You guys need to take a good look now, because in the next week or so it's not gonna look the same. He got this truck about more than a few months ago. Looking the way it is right now, it did come with a bed, but the bed had like a big hit on the side of it, so he ended up buying a donor car and taking the bed from that. We got rid of the car and put the old bed. I don't know, did we? I'm not sure what happened to the old bed that was on here. But anyways, he kept the bed. The bed's in the backyard. That's the bed we've been working on, and it looks good, looks straight. He's gonna go get it painted this week. He's also gonna get some rims next weekend. Yeah, let's take a good look. He did tint the front windshield. I don't even know what tint this is. I think this is like 30% tint. The side ones were already tinted, so I'm assuming these were probably 5%. I don't know, we don't know, but it's looking good. It's gonna look a lot better later on. I think we're actually gonna get rid of the chrome on the front bumper. But yeah, it rides good. The gas cap hanging on by some wires. These are, if I'm not mistaken, these are trailer lights. They're just magnetic that obviously hook up to the trailer port right here. I don't even know what that's called exactly, but you guys know what it is. Then he recently cut off his exhaust. I forgot where. I think it was going just factory all the way to the back, but I think he wants to put them right here, right under the bed, or right on the passenger side, somewhere right here. But yeah, I'll keep you guys updated on this. Alright, so before I head out to the store to go buy all the shit I need for making the headlights fit, which I might not do today actually, I need to grind or file this down. So this is the dipstick, the oil dipstick, but it's not fitting into the block. Like this part right here is too wide. So what I'm gonna do is grab this guy and maybe one of these and just file it down, make it a little bit tapered towards the end. And let's see if I could just force it into the block that way. But right now, the way it is, it won't fit. I've tried. So yeah, let's get started with that. All right, so I was able to get the dipstick in. I don't think it's sitting all the way flush, but it's good enough. I did put oil around it, so it will not give me any pushback or be less restricting when trying to slide it in as much as I could. I put the dipstick in and you could hear it hitting the oil pan a little bit, which is weird, but it works. Alright, what's up everybody? Another day working on the Chevelle. I just got back from getting a haircut over at my boy's shop, Lifted Barber. After that I went to Finish Masters to get some more clear. Got this kind right here. It's not the best, but it's working for what I'm putting it on, which is like underneath the hood and stuff like that. Stuff that's not gonna get really beat by the sun. What else? And then I picked up some stuff from my uncle. He wanted to get some buffing pads, shit like that, and some 2000 grit and 1500 grit sanding paper for his bed. He just got the bed put on and painted a few days ago actually. And then I just got a bunch of self-etching primer. I'm gonna use this for the wheel wells, underneath the hood, all that. I'm not sure when I'm gonna do the hood and the trunk, but I decided to get it now, since that way I don't have to keep making multiple trips. So I got all that. What's gonna happen today is we're gonna try and button up the motor. Is probably like the clamps I need for that radiator hose right there that goes to the water pump. Make the lines for, or the fuel lines, and then the hose that connects from that little breather right there to the actual carb, and then the hose that connects the brake booster to the back of the carburetor. Bolts for the fan right there, and small miscellaneous shit like that. The heater hose bolt that goes right there on the intake. You guys are getting the point, so to go through all that. I also need to paint those brackets right there. That's the shift linkage for obviously the transmission, and I think that's pretty much it. I'm gonna try to paint this, install it. I think I'm missing a bolt. I'm gonna figure that out later. But paint all the small pieces I need, and some other things. I do have a couple, or actually it looks like my uncle got to it, but I do need to remove all, or make this not shiny, that way if I have enough time today, I am gonna try to mess around with the fan brackets and cut them, bend them, and figure out how I'm gonna mount them to the actual radiator. Small shit like that. So right now, let's go grab everything else. I'm gonna go to AutoZone, Home Depot for bolts, O'Reilly's, and just kind of go all over the place. After that, mess around with the car. I might spray those parts right now, just so when I get back they are dry. What else do I need to do? I think that's it. Later on tonight, we are, me and Kat are actually gonna go back out to SF. I'm pretty sure we are gonna take the Trailblazer, get some shots out there. That's pretty much it. Let me eat and then we'll get started. Alright, so I went ahead and sprayed some of the, or not some of them, I sprayed all the parts that I needed. I do need to go get some more paint, because I only did one coat over them, and it's not to where I wanted to be. So right now we're gonna go ahead to, we're gonna go to O'Reilly's. I did get my list down of everything that I needed. I also got, I'm not sure what fitting or what size this is for the heater hose for the intake. Usually the intake and the water pumps are two different sizes. The intake is supposed to be 3/8. The water pump is, I think, a half. Anyways, the intake one, or the half size that I have, does not fit. Or the 3/8 that I have for the intake that I was using before does not fit. It's a completely different size. So I went ahead and tried this one, and this one works, so I have to go get another half. Also, I need to go get a fender bolt for my uncle for his 65 Impala. One of the bolts broke, so he had to tap it, and he used this. I'm not sure what size it is, and I don't know where the toolkit's at. So I'm just gonna go, I mean, Home Depot has like a little spot where you could find the thread size and whatnot, so see if I can use that. So yeah, we're gonna go to Lowe's, Home Depot, and come on back and start throwing everything on. All right, just got back from spending a whole bunch of more money. Got these for radiator hose, the bottom side. I was gonna grind this part open, but the grinder thing that we have, it's a very inexpensive one and didn't really do much. That would take forever to cut, so forget it. Different fittings for the intake. Obviously, I'm not gonna be using all of them, so I need to cover some up. This is the other one I need for the heater hose. Yep, so both of them for the heater hose, and then I have hoses that look just like this for the heater hose, kind of keep it uniform and matching. And then, let's see, I got these for the fan. I think they might be a little bit too long, so they need to go through here and through here, and with a little bit of a washer, that should be perfect. And then I got the bolt for my uncle. I don't know if he's gonna like it because it's zinc color, but obviously you're not gonna see it, or depending on where, I'm not sure where he's gonna put it. If he's gonna put it on top, you might want to use it at the bottom or something like that, so that way, or actually no, he can't because it's a larger fitting, so he's gonna have to use this one, either paint it or something. Gonna put that with his other stuff. Filters, I was gonna buy more filters, but the filter, these replacement ones are $7, and the actual like housing, this right here, is $15, and I have both. I just need to replace this, wash the inside. I didn't want to spend more money than what I have to. Bought a whole bunch of small fittings for the carburetor. I know I'm not gonna use all the outlets there. I mean, I might, but just in case, I don't want to have to make a second trip, which I know I'm gonna have to either way. And this is for the vacuum advance on the distributor. Now this is gonna be the $1 million question, if I wasted my money or not. I need this to go to the brake booster. I don't think this is gonna fit the back of the carburetor, but it might fit. I might just use that right there, but either way, I'm gonna have to buy a plug for the back of the carburetor, or if one of these fits, I'll do that. Then obviously the universal black, I needed to go finish those parts that I was painting. So let's go ahead and finish painting those parts, or actually they're already painted, but do a couple more coats. Because obviously those are going to take its time to dry up, and put everything I have on here. I'll wash the Trailblazer and get ready for SF. Got to take a shower, got to do all that. Alright, got it on there. The bolts work. Exact size, little washer, and ooh, I don't know if you guys can see that, but see the bolts right there. Barely clearing, but hey, it works. That should be good. Now I'm gonna put back these fittings and put the hose in, or I might wait on the hose, or fucking I'll mock it up. I do need to get this tightened in. I just put it in after I installed the headers, so I'm gonna take off the headers because nothing I have fits inside there right now. or I might just remove this. Yeah, I think if I remove this, I should be good to go, but I'll do that later. All right, got these two fittings in. This one does not feel like it is in at all, or even close to being in all the way. I don't know if it's cross-threaded. It went in smooth at first and it came out smooth. So I don't know what's going on with that, but we're just gonna leave it for now. This 1/2 inch fit inside this intake, but some of the polish, chrome, whatever you want to call it, was flaking off around the edge, which I'm not worried about, but it'd be nice if they made it where it would not do that. But so far this is the only one that's done it. This side didn't do it with that, but it works. So let's grab the hose, the hose fittings. Let's put those on and see how it looks. Alright, next thing, I did tighten up all of these. Now this should be good. Now keep in mind, these are notorious for fucking flying off, too much pressure. I personally think it's because people don't tighten them down all the way. I know if you just use a screwdriver, it only gets so far, but if you use the actual socket, it works a little bit better. But I will test out that theory, I guess, when we run the car. But as right now, I took these off my old lines. I got 3 feet of the new lines that I'm using. I thought it would be enough for everything, but it's not. It'll probably be enough just for this fuel part, but I also got it for this PVC to the carb and the brake booster to carb or intake, wherever I decided to put it. But yeah, let's go ahead and start cutting this and throwing these in the middle. I got 2, so one's gonna be before the fuel pump and one's gonna be after the fuel pump. All right, finished wiring up the fuel lines. Got all this done. Looks a little stupid like me, but you know, it'll work. It's not pinching right here. I mean, it looks like it, but not really. So that's still gonna work. I had to wrap it over here on this side. I was gonna go straight around here and back down, but then this would have been hitting up against the frame, and I didn't want that. I want this to break, and I just don't want it to sound like a fucking rod knock. I got this specifically right here because this won't hit anything. So the rubber hose is right there, this is right there. So I guess it hits a little bit right there.